Okay, hi everyone. Solid state continuation part. Internal structure of solids. In that, first space lattice or crystal lattice. What is space lattice or crystal lattice? The three-dimensional arrangement of points in space is called space lattice or crystal lattice. Three-dimensional arrangement of points in space is called space lattice or crystal lattice. So, how the crystal lattice or space lattice structure is? See here. So this is space lattice, three-dimensional arrangement of points in space is called space lattice or crystal lattice. So this is the structure of space lattice or crystal lattice. Now lattice point. The point that represents molecule or atom or ion in space lattice is called lattice point. So this is lattice point, this is lattice point, this is lattice point. Lattice point is nothing but that represents an atom or ion or molecule in the space lattice or crystal lattice, that is called lattice point. Now unit cell. Unit cell. Unit cell is the smallest portion which can be used as repetitive unit in three-dimensional manner to get entire the crystal lattice is called unit cell. Unit cell is nothing but the smallest portion which can be used as repetitive unit in three-dimensional manner entire the crystal lattice or space lattice is called unit cell. So this is one unit cell. This is one unit cell. One cube we are taken as unit cell. So this is the one unit cell. This is one unit cell. This is one unit cell. So this is the repetitive smallest portion which can be used as repetitive unit in three-dimensional manner entire the crystal lattice is called unit cell. So each unit cell is characterized by 6 parameters. Each unit cell is characterized by 6 parameters. So when we have to describe unit cell, we want 6 parameters. So 6 parameters are the characteristics of a unit cell. Now we will see how can we describe a unit cell by using these 6 parameters. Now we will see. Now 6 parameters we are given here. Edge lengths A, B, C. Edge lengths A, B, C, and angles between the edge lengths alpha, beta, gamma. So these are the 6 parameters are used to characterize the unit cell. So one cube as taken as unit cell. Now unit cells are mainly classified into 2 categories, that is primitive unit cells and centered unit cells. So unit cells are broadly classified into 2 types, primitive unit cells and centered unit cells. So first primitive unit cell we are seeing here. Primitive unit cell. Primitive unit cell. This is also called simple cubic unit cell. Simple cubic unit cell. Primitive unit cell or simple cubic unit cell. So primitive unit cell is nothing but in unit cell atoms present at corners only. Atoms, that is points, lattice points present at corner positions only, like this. So atoms present at corners only, that is called primitive unit cell. This is primitive unit cell. Now centered unit cells. Centered unit cells. In centered unit cells, atoms present at corners and other than corners, they are called centered unit cells. So in centered unit cells, atoms present at corner positions and other than corner positions, they are called centered unit cells. These are three types centered unit cells. First one is body centered cubic unit cell. Body centered cubic unit cell, BCC, body centered cubic unit cell. In this body centered cubic unit cell, atoms present at corner positions and center of the body like this. So this is the center of the body. And corners, how many corners? 8 corners. So in body centered cubic unit cell, atoms present at corner positions and center of the body. This is body centered unit cell. Body centered unit cell. Now next one, face centered unit cell. Now in face centered unit cell, atoms present at corners and center of the faces. So this is one face. It is also face, and it is also one face, and one is towards the observer, another face is there. So in unit cell, 6 faces are present. When you observe one room as a cube, you can observe 6 faces. So walls, 6 walls, that is faces. So in face centered unit cell, atoms present at corners and center of the faces. Now end centered unit cell. In this end centered unit cell, atoms present at corners and any two opposite faces, center of the any two opposite faces, not all faces. Here we are given atoms at the center of all the faces, but here any two opposite faces. Atoms present at corners and center of any two opposite faces. For example, we have taken here and you have to take here. For example, if you take here and another one, you have to take here. So any two opposite faces. So this is end centered unit cell. So centered unit cells are 3 types: body centered, face centered, end centered, and primitive unit cell. So these are the classification of unit cells. Now before going to calculate the number of atoms per unit cell, we have to know about the structure of cube. So in a cube, number of corners, how many corners? 8 corners. How many corners in a cube? So you assume one room as a cube, then you can understand easily about this structure of cube. So in which room you are seated, that room you take as a cube. Now 8 corners and number of faces, 6 faces. So in a room we have 4 walls and one is above and one is below. So total how many faces? 6 faces. And number of edges, 12 edges. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So total how many edges? 12 edges. 12 edges. And number of centers. Center means center of the body, center of the cube. Only one. That only one. And number of body diagonals. Number of body diagonals like this from upper corner to lower corner, and from here lower corner to upper corner. So we are getting how many? 2. So body diagonal, number of body diagonals total from one side to and another side 2. Total number of body diagonals are 4 only. So one is upper corner to lower corner, and here lower corner to upper corner 2, and in this direction also you get 2. So total number of body diagonals are 4. Number of face diagonals are 12. So in each face we get 2 diagonals like this. This is one face, so you take from this upper to lower, and here lower to upper. So how many we are getting? 2. So in each face we are getting 2 face diagonals. Total faces are 6. So 6 into 2, 12 face diagonals. 12 face diagonals. So this is the structure of cube. Now we can easily calculate the number of atoms per unit cell. Now calculation of number of atoms per unit cell. So in unit cell, particles present at corner, how many atoms, how many particles present at corner position? So this is one corner we are taking here, one corner. If one particle or one atom is present at this corner, that corner is shared between 8 unit cells. 8 unit cells, each corner is shared. Each corner is shared by 8 unit cells. You assume as one room as a unit cell. So above that room another room is there, and besides all the sides rooms, and down also one room. You assume like that. So here if one atom is present at one corner position, that is shared by 8 unit cells. So each corner is shared by 8 unit cells. So total number of atoms present at that corner is taken as 1 by 8, because if one atom is present at this corner position, that is shared by how many unit cells? 8. So that's why from each corner number of atoms or number of particles are 1 by 8. Particles present at face. So if one atom is present at one face, so that face is shared by how many unit cells? Only 2 unit cells. This unit cell and another unit cell which is joined with this unit cell. So if one atom or particle is present at face, that is shared by 2 unit cells. So number of particles present at the face is taken as half, 1 by 2. Because if one atom is present at that face center, that is shared by 2 unit cells. So for each unit cell we are taking 1 by 2. Particles present at edge center. Edge, when the particle is present at this edge center, then how many particles for each unit cell? So each edge, when you observe, each edge is shared by 4 unit cells. 4 unit cells, 1 by 4. For each unit cell we are taking 1 by 4, because edge length is shared by 4 unit cells. So 1 by 4 we are taking here, 1 by 4. Now, particles present inside the unit cell. If one atom is present inside the unit cell, that is not shared by any other unit cells. So that is taken as only one atom for each unit cell, because that is not shared by any other unit cells. So this is the calculation of number of particles per unit cell. Now we are calculating number of atoms per unit cell in primitive unit cell. So already we are discussed in primitive unit cell, atoms present at corner positions only corner, atoms present only at corner positions. So from each corner how many atoms? Just now we are written from each corner number of atoms are 1 by 8. So how many corners in unit cell? 8 corners. So total number of atoms per unit cell, how many? So total number of carbons are 8. From each corner we are getting how many particles, how many atoms? 1 by 8. So equal to 1 atom. How many atoms are present in primitive unit cell? 1 atom. Now second one, body centered unit cell. Body centered unit cell. So already we have discussed in body centered unit cell number of particles present at corners and center of the body. Particles or atoms present at corners and center of the body. So corners, if one atom is present at one corner, that number of atoms we are taken as 1 by 8. So number of atoms per unit cell equal to, so how many corners? 8 corners, atoms present at corners and center of the body. So total corners 8. From each corner we are getting 1 by 8 atoms plus, and center of the body, if atom is present inside the body, that atom is taken as only one atom because that is not shared by any other unit cells. So plus 1 equal to 2 atoms. How many atoms? 2 atoms in body centered unit cell. Now face centered. Now face centered unit cell. So in face centered unit cell, atoms present at corners and center of the faces, all the faces, center of all the faces. So for corners we are taking 8 corners, total number of carbons. From each corner we are getting a 1 by 8 particle plus how many faces? 6 faces. From each face how many atoms we are getting here? Just now we are written 1 by 2. So 6 into 1 by 2. So 1 plus 3. Total atoms 4 atoms. How many atoms in face centered unit cell? 4 atoms. Now last one, end centered unit cell. End centered unit cell. In end centered unit cell, atoms present at corners and center of any two opposite faces. Center of any two opposite faces. In not all the faces, center of any two opposite faces, like this. Atoms present at corners and any two opposite faces. So number of atoms per unit cell equal to, so for corners we are taking as it is 8 into 1 by 8 plus we are taking here only 2 faces. So from each face how many particles, how many atoms? 1 by 2. So here 1 and here 1. Total number of atoms 2 atoms. 2 atoms. So this is the calculation of number of atoms per unit cells. So very important. So better to understand, you assume one room as a cube, as a unit cell. You imagine like that, then you can understand easily all this information. Thank you.